Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank you for finding your way over to In House Convos. Before you dive deep into this next episode, do me one huge favor. Find that subscribe button and smash it. Then go and select any video you want, give some thumbs up, and leave me some comments. And since you're already on social media, you know how to share and all that, go ahead and repost this for me one time. But enjoy this next episode of In House Convos. Yo, what's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of In House Convos, and today I am blessed, I am honored, I am humbled. I have a special, multi-talented, and superstar status because of the music, because of the acting. I'm sure you do modeling. I'm sure there's Grammys in there. I'm sure there's nominations and all that. I'm sure you can fill it in better than I can. But ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the street legend, OG Rome.
Thank you so much, Pam. That's a dope ass intro.
I appreciate it, big dog.
Much love.
It's hard to remember everything you do.
Hey man, I forget. I forget till the damn Instagram stories reminds me one time a year, or the Facebook stories. You know,
dude. No lie, like. Every time you post something, it's like on to the next. Like, you stay active, you stay busy, and it's like, I don't want to undersell you and not give you your credit, but it's like, if I really had to do my man, I'd be fucking still talking right now.
Man, I'm telling you, man, and luckily for other people on my team, that helps me get organized myself, man, because you can't really sit back and enjoy the blessing of one event or one situation. You gotta wake up and do it again and do it again, you know?
Yeah, dude, that's the curse of this lifestyle, man. You get to enjoy your performance, but other than that, the before and after, it's like nobody understands that part.
Yeah.
Nobody understands that it's on to the next, and nobody understands all the meet and greet, the mingling, the this, and that, the selling yourself over and over again. Like, it's a hard life, big dog. It's a hard life, which is why I wanted to have you on to talk to, because you successfully are doing it.
Thank you so much.
You are making moves, you're making waves. Like I said, I was talking to OC Bree, and I told her the first time I ever seen you perform, and I've been a fan ever since.
Thank you so much.
Was at the Cannabis Awards Music Festival at the Garden Amphitheater in Garden Grove.
Nice.
I
remember that.
I believe
that
it was
show
like
too.
2022, I believe.
Yes,
it was like
a
couple years back. But ever since then, followed you, been a fan. And
thank you, brother.
So it's like
likewise.
Like I said, your work is just like, it's just non-stop. And like I said, Grammy nominated or
you know what? The whole point is I'm my worst critic, and like my own self-motivator. So at the end of the day, even if I do something, I'm like, you know what, you gotta do it better. You gotta do it better, you know? So every event that we do, we like to film the event. We like to, do our promotions, but at the same time, sit back and be like, you could always do it better, because I'm not satisfied where I'm at. There's still a lot of barriers I need a break, and things that I want to do before I go out,
Yeah, 100%. And what I like about you is when you talk about it, there's passion, and I believe it, because you're not some of these artists that, I'm going to do this and I want to do that, but then you look and see what they're doing, and there's no movement.
Mm-hmm.
There's no performances, there's no collabs, there's no album drops, there's nothing.
And it's funny, the thing about humans is that you'll see it in your everyday life. Like when we went to school, you tell somebody something, or you don't tell them something, and they actually believe it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't correct your friend and tell them, hey, you're not the best, you got to work at it. If you don't do that, then in their head, just because they showed you their music and you bobbed your head, oh, they're a superstar. Mm-hmm. They did one show, oh, they're a superstar. They did one music video, their whole profile changes from whatever it is to now I'm an entertainer. Like, oh, they each their own. But no, to each their own. But just how you laughed, it's the same way as if me at this age, and I played sports all my life, decided to start playing basketball at the celebrity game, and then switch my whole shit because I make 20 points. I'm a athlete, I'm a baller, and I'm gonna train for the D League. That's not gonna happen. These legs won't allow it, time won't allow it, and exactly what it is, time, because it takes time and years to learn this craft, and not even that. It is the ins and outs, because it's 80% business, 20% music, Okay. So yeah, man.
No, you're right, 100%. There's a lot of people that'll just talk, but not do, and they don't have a realistic point of view. Like you said, you can say, I dropped 20 points, I'm gonna go do this and that, but it's not realistic. Yeah. You know yourself, facts.
If you're your own worst critic, you don't have to wait for the next person to tell you what you already should know, And at the end of the day, you can't tell somebody. Also, this industry is entertainment. There's a lot of people who are not good because you're lyrical and you're good, and we know a lot of people that are not good and they get the fame. And you're like, how the fuck did you skip all these steps, bro? You know you skipped the steps.
Yeah.
But at the same time, stuff like that doesn't last long. You feel me? But you know, to each their own. I acknowledge everybody who's grinding and utilizing the new wave of entertainment. You know,
that's true.
Gotta get in where you fit in.
A lot of people pop off, and it's like I don't know why. I don't understand why. You know, and there's no shade to them.
No.
They had it. They figured it out. That's, you know, God bless them.
I think it's a double standard. There's more of half of the people are making fun of it, and the other half, because it's getting its play. It's getting. You also got to acknowledge that they're grinding.
Yeah.
You know, but I know this, and that's the good thing about you with your intro, what you said about the podcast. I'm not here to grill people, not talk about negative stuff, because it looks like everybody in this entertainment makes a podcast or wants to get in this industry and just bash everybody that's doing something, and they become somebody off of bashing.
Yeah, they kick up dirt and shit like that, and it's funny. Like I tell everybody, because people always ask, you know, what's the criteria? What's the format when we go on? And it's like, I just want to talk to you. Tell me about your day. What your favorite color is. I don't know. I don't care. Like,
these other people are waiting for you to say the wrong thing about the wrong person just so they could get some clout.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's like I would never set somebody up for a 1-2 punch like that. I would never lower my own standards to like take a shot at anybody, or like, no, okay, if I say so and so's name, this person's gonna take a dig at him, and then we're gonna blow it. Like, I would never do that. That's not who I am. I'm more old school, and I'm sure you can relate a little bit, where it's like, if I have a problem with anybody, I'm going to address it to your face.
Directly. You know, not this social media stuff, which is, you know.
And even when I address it to the face, it's not even going to be like disrespectful. It's going to be like, hey, what's up, man? You know, is there a problem? Something I don't know about?
Where's the miscommunication at?
Let's squash whatever. Because in this shit, like, I really have no ill will towards anybody. I want everybody to win, and I didn't even think about it how you said it, the double standard, where people are laughing at them too. Yeah. Like, I didn't even think about that.
Because like, honestly, this whole world, love and positivity lasts longer. It's harder to accomplish, but when somebody captures that, it lasts forever. But hate and evilness is quick. You can fight somebody quick. You can start some problems quick. Trust me, I come from that background. But then that's just, it's a whirlwind of negativity, you know? And it seems like all social media now is just somebody posts this and let's go put a negative caption, and then somebody does the same thing, and everybody's just making fun of each other.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I'm not gonna lie though. There are some posts where it's like people put up like funny memes and shit. And I'll go just read the comments just because they're witty.
The funny memes are funny,
But like if somebody's genuinely trying to work hard and then you see negative shit, then I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. But yeah, sometimes those comments are fucking they're clever, though. They're clever.
And there's also, you as an entertainer, you have to realize you're in the limelight, and you can't get that upset at people when they're trying to be funny. You know, if they're trying to be direct and talk shit about your mom and everything, that's not being funny. You know, being funny it's funny, and you gotta laugh. And if you don't have a sense of humor, then you don't belong in this industry, because you gotta be able to take the good and the bad.
Dude, you gotta have a thick ass skin to be in this shit, you know? There's so many events where I went to where I was like, man, I feel like I fucking killed it, but there's times you look out, because you know how it is. When you're performing, you're trying to get with the crowd, you're trying to, you know, make eye contact with everybody, trying to sell yourself, and when that's not being reciprocated, because it's just a salty crowd, it's kind of like, it almost like defeats you a little bit, you know? So there's times you gotta have that thick skin where it's like, I thought I killed it, but I guess not, you know? Right. But a lot of times when you jump off stage and everybody comes to dap you back, it's like, well, fucking show that love, dude. Right. Show her, I need it right there, you know?
And it's a lot of these artists that don't know that formula of showing somebody love when they came off the stage. Why? Because they're so self-centered and thinking about themselves that, you know, it's like when you come up to me and like, hey bro, let's take a picture, or vice versa, man. Your energy's been good with our team since the get-go, and that's why you're moving around the way you are, because at the end of the day, no matter what the music is, you are the fucking personality. If you can't sell yourself as a human, the music doesn't matter shit. What's the point of listening to the music if we don't like you already?
Yeah, it's true. And a lot of people
people that are winning right now, they don't like them. You know, they're going to be in a bad position where somebody's going to take advantage of their hype and with the wave that they're riding, you know?
Do you ever get upset or offended? Do you get upset or offended because how hard you do grind and how hard you do work? Like, I'm sure you have your regular 9 to 5, but outside of that, knowing that right after that 9 to 5, you got to, you know, work even harder and harder and harder, and then the people who are making shit music or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, blow up, and you're kind of like,
What
like,
the fuck?
Yeah, do you ever?
But I understand the formula now. I've been in this industry long enough. I understand about politics. I understand about the whole 50 years of hip hop, the things that go on behind it, and who's running the thing. You gotta listen to Kanye West. He's not lying. He only looks like he's an outsider because everybody's asleep.
Mm-hmm.
If you're woke, then you understand who's running Vanguard, the present company, and BlackRock are running the music industry from the get-go. So at the end of the day, the formula is not to get the smartest rapper that's going to educate the society and teach everybody how to make money. No, they're going to get the guy that we were in school and was the dumbass in the back
The goofy
that didn't even
motherfuckers.
know nothing, with snotty nose and just fucking and he's like, okay, read this line, goo goo gaga. Okay, well, you're a superstar. Why? Because we want more of you slow motherfuckers to be the leaders of the new age. And when you start realizing all that, you're like, okay, one, you can't hate on them because they want to get fame too. So to the individual who's getting the fame, congratulations. But also, you also got to be a friend and let them know, hey, you got to work harder on your skills. You got to, you know.
Because it's going to run out.
Because at the end of the day, they also got to realize they have a responsibility to the world, because you have this opportunity to influence the world in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
And I come from rapping about gangbanging and all that, and now that I have my doors opening more and more, I know it's about making people dance and making them feel good. So the direction of my music is changing, you know?
How long has it been changing from the gangbanging to where
Well,
you're now?
I think...
Because I don't want people to get misconstrued who aren't aware.
Yeah.
But it's not what you're rapping about. Saying soft, like people are dancing, but it ain't soft shit. It ain't no lovey dovey.
Right.
It's you still rapping real shit.
Right. But at the same time, it's like, remember when we had that gangster era, West Coast hip hop, you know, fucking Tupac, all them, and we grew up to that. So I listened to all that, and you get influenced by music. That's the biggest tool. We don't want to get too deep into it, but we are all frequency. Before we get this whole body, we're literally a vibration, and that's why they're able to utilize music to influence people. Music can make you cry. Music can make you jump. Music can make a person that is a party pooper the whole day and see everybody's dancing.
Start coming alive.
It can make a cripple dance. I didn't see music work with Alzheimer's. You know, make them remember things. So at the end of the day, just if you utilize it to your advantage, you're able to make more people happy and remember you than like you for that day, and you make them do something negative because of your music. So you have to take responsibility, is what I'm saying.
It's crazy though that you say it can make like a cripple dance and all that. Not that my mom is a cripple, but she had like 3 strokes already.
Mm-hmm.
The last time she had a stroke, you know, lost the ability to speak, weakness on one side, all that, a little bit of a droop. Like, she's cool now. You look at her now.
Wait till you play some music, right?
Dude, you look at her now, you can't even tell, right? No residual effects. She says she has some, but nobody can see them.
Right.
Maybe it's what she feels. When she was in the hospital, it was hard for her to connect to anybody, and she'd look at you, and she had this blank stare, like she had no idea who you were. She would try to formulate sentences, would never come out. It wasn't until I started playing Amazing Grace when she started hearing it, and then like you said, Cripples Dance, like she came alive, and all of a sudden she starts singing a little bit, her voice came back a little bit, she starts looking at everybody and knowing who people are. It was weird.
You brought
It
this
was
thing
weird.
is a vibration. I look at things in frequencies, and if you don't believe it, then why does the engineer gotta mix with the EQ? Huh? They gotta mix with the EQ. They gotta process all that. Then they gotta do the mastering. Why? In order for it to sound good to your ears. We listen to the radio, and some of the music is the worst, but because the engineering is so good, the goo goo gaga. They could just say goo goo gaga,
sounds good, huh?
and some echoes behind it. And before you know, we got a hit called goo goo gaga. You know.
Yeah.
So it's that engineer that's able to understand frequencies. Because there's I think it's called a def frequency or the def code, where you get a certain frequency in this, and you put them together, and if you listen to it long enough, you can actually kill a person.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so when you start learning about all this, you're able to tweak your music, you know, to a point where people like your music without you knowing that they like your music. Literally.
How did you learn about all this frequency stuff? Like this?
So it started
get deep, I don't care.
one year ago. I did I jumped over a chair and broke my knee. I mean, didn't break my knee. I got a torn meniscus. And if you look it up online, they say it will never grow back. It's something that never replaces itself. Okay, this is known. All right, then I get the MRI, the X-rays, and then they're trying to have me have surgery. And I'm like, hell no, I ain't having surgery. I got all these performances. I'm about to go meditate, I'm about to do grounding, and I'm about to research the best foods, because I always said that if I ever found myself in a situation where I had any cancers or any kind of shit, because luckily I don't, that I'm gonna do the natural way, Dr. Sebi. So when I started looking into Dr. Sebi, I don't know if you ever heard of him, all of a sudden,
All the holistic approaches?
all this stuff started coming out, and I get to meet his son. His son sees me performing, he comes up to me, he starts giving me this much love. Ooh, you know who I am? I said, no, Dr. Sebi's son. So what I'm trying to tell you is the universe, by me reading about him, talking about him, meditating, brought me Dr. Sebi's son.
Right.
And then from there I started to be like, okay, I'm able to meditate and bring things towards my life if you really get on that frequency. I started learning about it, started learning about ancient history, Egyptians, back to the Sumerian tablets, into religion. I got in so deep. The outcome was me meditating every single day after work, grounding every single day. And if you go to my house, I could bring animals and butterflies to touch me. Why? Because you start learning that they see alpha rays. They don't see what you see. They don't see this body. They see a black body and alpha rays. If you think something negative, they show. That's why a dog, when he knows you're a bad person, he starts barking at you. Because you don't have to say you're a bad person. You could be thinking about robbing a house and they know it. You know? And people that don't know, we only see 0.05 of the whole universe. We love in these trees, we love in the way all this looks in life and waterfalls. But imagine 99.5% of the world you can't see. You can't see the matrix, you can't see the x-rays, you can't see infrared, you can't see all that, but all these different animals can.
That's crazy. I've never thought of it like that.
When you start doing that, you don't look at things the same. When I came to your spot, I started talking about your flowers. Why? Because I look at it like numbers. So when you started playing music to your mom, the first thing you triggered was love. That love is 528 hertz. From love, it starts sending connections to your brains, because you have the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere, and you only use 10% of your brain. Why? Because when you're little, your head is not a full head. You have a baby. Till they're 5 years old, then it becomes a full skull. The top is the soft spot. Give that little kid, bring him over here right now. I give him this phone and I'm telling him in his car and go like that, and guess what he's gonna start doing? His imagination. It's gonna be a car. You can give him anything, boom, 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 and they're gonna have the craziest imagination. After 0 to 5, your head becomes a skull, and you're never gonna use the right side of your brain, which is the 90% of the brain. What age do your kids go to kindergarten? Age 5. The government knew that. So when we say put you at age 5, now you're doing their curriculum every single day, instead of finding your own character as a human.
Being creative.
Yeah.
Discovering your path.
A little kid starts writing all over your couches. Of course you're mad. But to him, he was fucking Leonardo da Vinci. He was fucking Picasso, you know? So when you start learning about all that, I work with seniors, I work with Alzheimer's people, and I brought music into them, you know, into their life, and I realized that you can literally captivate people. You could heal people. You could heal cancer over 300 hertz. 300,000 hertz.
That's all vibration.
Yeah.
Or frequency.
Frequency. So you stay next to certain sounds, even the bows, and play them. Even the chakras, the lam, yam. When you do that, you don't see it, but you create a vortex in your mouth. And if you do it, it's like a bumblebee.
Oh shit.
Bro, when you start learning all that, you don't see the world the same. You start looking at it like numbers and how to get. If the number to get this phone to do something for me is 400, and if you match that 400, it does. People are able to go through walls. People, all this shit that we used to see on TV and that you think is crazy, it's the truth. Quantum physics, everything.
Have you always been that involved? Like
never, till I heal my own knee. So when I heal my own knee and I realize all these sounds, when you hear hi-hats or whatever, when you hear somebody sing positive stuff, it makes you feel. So when I started playing all these sounds and I healed my leg, I knew it was the truth. When I started meditating and having thoughts that were positive, and I was able to bring fucking butterflies and crazy shit that to me from the hood that just doesn't happen, then you realize, hey, that's true. That's why they're not trying to teach you none of that. If they were to teach you all that, then you'd be fucking making bombs at fucking 5, you'll be fucking inventing at fucking 7, everything. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's amazing. It's crazy in the positive way.
What were you doing when you fucked your knee up?
I just literally was being funny. I jumped over a chair like that. I landed, nothing. 30 minutes later, I get in the car and got out the car and I couldn't walk.
Oh shit.
I'm like, this ain't happening. I'm waiting 3 days. I'm just sore from whatever I did yesterday.
Yeah.
And then I went to go get an x-ray, and it's from here all the way down here.
Okay.
They said it's unhealable. I need surgery.
Yeah.
Tell it to somebody else, man.
Did you ever think that mistakenly doing that
What's gonna open me to this whole world? Never.
Yeah, just unlock basically a
So
whole universe.
I unlocked the
You know what I'm
right side. I'm able to it gets deep, man, because it even gets into religion where people speak about we are either Christians or Catholics due to what we were taught by our parents.
Mm-hmm.
And keep that in mind. Anybody that's Latino came from Aztecs, Mayans, and all that. And they didn't believe in religion. They believed in a universe, you know?
Right.
So everybody was indoctrinated. You know, when the Spaniards came over here, they did 300 years of telling you what you were going to be. If not, you would be hanged, all right? So when you start learning about all these religions, man, you start tripping out because when every religion is the same story, yet it's in different areas.
Right.
Same story. And they all talk about the same flood, which did happen. Man, I know so much now, bro, that I sound weird because I know the truth.
Dude, you don't sound weird at all.
We're in 2024. Every 2,150 years, the world switches to another zodiac signs, and when it does, there's a catastrophe. You know, back in the days, if you kept things on paper, if you kept things electronically, and everything gets flooded, it's done with. That's why they put it in brick walls, and they were able to break down the Sumerian tablets on the walls, and it says the whole flood, and it comes from Gilgamesh. So the same story that comes from all the religion that says Noah, his name was not Noah, his name was Gilgamesh. Okay. So it's like me telling me a story about your pops, and me I tell you the same story about your pops to that person. By the time it gets down the line, it switches up a little bit, but it's the same story. So when they talk about God having died at 33, you have 33 spines, vertebrae, and there's this liquid that comes down your brain called the crystals liquid. That's Jesus Christ. So when you meditate or you start just praying, even people that praying is the same concept. Mm-hmm. You raise your liquid, which is your crystals liquids, that goes all the way to the top of your brain, and it starts dripping. And it's the land of milk and honey. It says it in every Bible and all that. And all it does is that all of a sudden, you're going to start using the right side of your brain.
Oh, shit.
And when you use the right side of your brain, that's when you start dreaming, bro. This thing called dreaming, I had a dream. What, that I want to be a rapper. How did it start? Inside here.
Yeah.
You know? With a thought.
Do you think if you would have discovered all this earlier...
this would have been happening way faster.
Well, not that, but like your rap would have been different?
Oh, yeah.
Your rap style would have been a little bit different?
Yeah, I would have directly went straight into people's heart and tapping into real subjects instead of making excuses for my upbringing and rapping about all the negativity, the ass, the titties, the negative stuff. But it was just, I guess I was just a product of my environment. But now that I know better, I know I could do better, and I have so much stuff that I'm gonna take advantage just by changing the export of my frequency, of my songs.
That's crazy. Me and my buddy, you see my team when we pull up to your house. On the way there, on the way to a different event, we all, talk shit, chop it up, whatever. We'll start by talking about anything and everything. It always ends up with, ancient civilization, frequencies, fourth dimension, fifth dimension, all types of shit. And me, like, I'm not well versed in it. I'm not well versed at all, but they are. So they start talking and saying things, and I'm just like, that's fucking crazy, that's nuts. So, they give me that same look that you kind of did, where it's like, it's deep, and it's like,
and it makes us look like we crazy.
And to me, it's like, it's not crazy though. It makes sense to me because there's a lot about this world that I don't know, I don't understand. Yeah. But when you guys start talking and saying things, like things just in my head.
It starts coming together now.
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You guys been asking us for 10% of our money. No, God in that Bible, man, He gave us 10%. Man, give me your body, because after that, you ain't never gonna use your spiritual side. When you go to sleep, this is the 3 dimension. When we're able, once you start learning how it works, then all these long talks, 3-hour podcasts with Joe Rogan and Terrence Howard makes sense, and it does make sense. I've seen it. It's worked in my life. I could do it. I'm getting better at it. It's the fucking truth. Yeah,
dude, it's crazy. Like, I think if they were here, you guys would have a pretty interesting conversation. Because, like I said, I'm not well versed, but I'm not opposed to it. Like, I love hearing these things. I love hearing, especially when people have this newfound belief or newfound discovery within themselves on how they're going to change and what they want to do. Like, I want everybody to win. I want everybody to be better. I want everybody to be healthy, whatever that means to them. And if grounding is helping meditate, like, I want you to do shit like that. And like, I don't ever want anybody around me to like tell me that, not feel like they can't tell me shit and be like, you know, this is what I think because aliens. Tell me, like, explain, help me understand.
That's the thing about it. People try to tell you what it is and influence you instead of giving you the right tools for you to make the educated decision on your own. You can't tell somebody who's a religious person that this is how it really is. If all their life this is how they've seen it, so you're the outsider. How about you just give them the tools, and then they're gonna put it together and be like, damn, he was right.
And that's what I've been doing. Like when they talk, I did a podcast with another homeboy, Apollo DeVar, shout out Apollo. He had the same like thing going. He meditates now, all that stuff too. Juices now, like all types of shit.
Now I start my days off backwards, and you're like, how do you do that? Well, literally, it's a lot of just brain exercise. So when you wake up, you normally start, you know, just going about your day, but you got to start off with obviously waking up and being happy. Just the thought of you being happy. Just think about anything you think about sends a signal. Okay. So right now, if I'm thinking about hurting somebody, just because it's in my brain doesn't mean that. Remember, you only see 0.05 of anything or any bullshit that I come up with, which is everything that's in the 3D world. If you heard about other dimensions, it's not like it's bullshit. It's there for a reason. Now, just imagine you thinking about something positive when you start off your day, then you already have that aura around you. So it starts off like that. And just like religion or anything or exercising, you could work out this whole week. You're going to see the results? No. In a month? No. It takes time. And once you start doing it, you're going to see the results. You're like, damn, this is real. Now you start feeling like you could do magic.
Right.
Because it's like alchemy. So I start off my day backwards. I start off by thinking about the last thing I did. Most of us watch TV or something before we go. You think about that and then replay what you did before that and before that and before that, the dinner, the exercise, woo-woo. You start doing your days backwards. And once you start doing that right there, you start training your brain how to remember more. Because not only are you not thinking about the future, you're going backwards, you know? So future's not there yet, you know? And then from doing that, you ever heard of the 369? So everything in here, if you use the numbers 369, it's gonna calculate and make it perfect. Your whole body's calculating through 369. That plant, everything's made out of a 369 code that Tesla talked about. You ever heard of Tesla? That guy's the most genius guy of them all. He was in the same school as Einstein, and he was talking shit about Einstein because this fool didn't know what he was talking about. And who ran them was the Rockefellers. So at the end of the day, say you had an invention, it's gonna have to go through me because I'm the Rockefeller, and we're gonna twitch it up just so everybody doesn't get the 100% truth. So the E2 over MC squared and all that, they broke all that down. Tesla said it was bullshit. So when you start getting those numbers 369s, you start realizing that you have to want 3 things in your life, right? So I wanted mental stimulation, which would be remembering things backwards, meditating and learning 3 things a day. Then physical, which would be exercising and eating good, and then abundance. So in my abundance, I said I want to utilize everything that I gained from the last 2 to utilize that to help other people. So those are my 3 things. You think about it 6 times a day for 9 days in a row. Before you know it, it's programmed in your head.
And you're just
you are a computer program, bro. You could remember everything, but what you did last week or what you did when you were 2 years old, it's not relevant, so they put it on the right side of your brain. You only use it, it's a computer. Every cell has 700 trillion terabytes of information. How many cells do you think you have?
A shitload.
Okay, and this is all proven
I
facts.
can't even think about how much.
The hardest thing is, how do you get to that? So this is a computer, right? Just imagine all your songs you ever loved and everything is inside this one external hard drive. But you're not able to, you click it in there, it doesn't load up. But everything you want is in here. You only working on that fucking laptop, but all your fucking songs are here. Whatever matters is here. You got to find out how to lock that out. When you lock that, be able to unlock that, then all the potentials come out. I come from foster homes. I have my dad shot in the head. My mom died while I worked at. My brother shot in the head. My best friend. All the tragedies anybody could ever have, I think I went through them, and I never made no excuses. And then now that I learned how to meditate and all that, then I realized why I didn't. Because when I was in foster homes by myself and I didn't have nobody, I was always talking to myself. While other people thought I was crazy, no, I was talking to myself every moment. So every moment, I was my own best friend. I was always helping myself remember every street so I could escape. Just always remembering. So I was already doing that without knowing.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Do you now that you have all this new information now, do you look back at things that you were doing? You're kind of like, damn,
it
like
makes sense.
things are like coming full circle almost.
Exactly, because 95% of foster kids are the ones that are in jail. My brother shot in the head. Everybody that I'm around with, it's just, how did I make it this far? How do I have everything that I have? What makes me different from the next man? I'm not no different. I was just able to believe in my own self. You could do anything you want. Every invention that's ever happened in this world was with a thought. The only thing that's stopping anything is this thing called time.
That's true. Time is a motherfucker. Time is undefeated too, man.
Yeah.
Time is a motherfucker, man. Did you when you were younger? I mean, I don't want to skip over it.
No.
You mentioned like your moms, your pops,
Yeah.
but I don't want to skip over any of that because that's obviously
that's what made me, man.
Relevant. Before any of those traumas and tragedies, were you already thinking about music and thinking about this life that you have now?
Nah. I was always wanted to be a comedian, always class clown, always when the family had the parties, they'll put me in the middle to fucking do jokes, dress up, just do anything. I was always just an entertainer, you know? At school, the plays, I wasn't be involved. I was never the shy guy, you know? I was the funny guy. I wasn't probably the smartest, but I was always the first one to make a joke after everything the teacher said, you know?
Right.
So it's not that music was what I wanted. It's just that when I started playing sports all my life, I even came across my letter to represent the United States in intercontinental competition at 15 years old. I was good at basketball, but I excelled in football. And sports was all my life, so instead of being at home, I would spend all my day at the parks playing.
Practicing.
It'll be school, after school program, parks. Then my friends, it's like my friends' parents were my family, you know, because my mom was on drugs and all that, you know.
Yeah.
So I didn't think music was my thing till 2005 when my brother got shot in the head. I used to freestyle and sell dope on the block. And some of my homies were black and they used to rap and freestyle, but then they never recorded songs. So it got you into the lingo of doing the same shit while you were hanging out.
Right.
And I'm a competitive person, so no matter what I ever do, I want to win. So, and I want to get good at it. So even though we were just hanging out, having fun, I'm like, nah, I'm going to get good at it. I was the first one to record a song. My first song I ever recorded, I did 14 bars. I didn't know what bars was. I just get on the track and she just keep rapping. And I'm like, I'm done. They're like, nah, bro, you got to come back and do 2 bars. What's 2 bars?
Yeah.
And then I finished. And then my first show was with Mac 10. And I'm like, what the hell? So that let me know that God or the higher power put me in a position to win if you want to take it serious. So when I did my show with Mac 10 at the Key Club on Sunset, I'm like, damn, my whole world stopped because I'm not playing sports. I'm not back in school. When you're popular, you know, everything is given to you. You get 3rd, 4th chances. They want you, you know, and all that went away, you know. So when I came back to reality about doing music, I'm like, you know what? If you want to take this serious, this is another lane that just opened for you. Go and learn it. I learned how to engineer. I went to YouTube University, graduated by watching as many videos as I could.
I'm still enrolled right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's nonstop. My KRK 5 speakers was given to me by one of my homies. Till this day, I still use them. He invested $500 in me. From there, it put a seed in me. I'm like, and then I opened up the doors for all my homies from the hood to start coming to the events and shows and get us out of our normal negativity and shithole that we were living in. So music was the breaking point that you know got me out the hood.
What at what age or what was the decision when you were, because you obviously were great at sports, you had opportunities and all that, so what was the ultimate decision where you were like, you know what, I'm not gonna do sports, I gotta do music?
Well, I was in college playing football, and on the way out I got into an argument with some people, got stabbed on the side of my arm, one through my side of my lip, but I guess it caught my tooth. Just the whole situation from playing sports, it was different because I was in foster homes, and foster homes was giving money to my sister. And then from when you're not in foster homes, you're 18 years old, you're emancipated. So now you got to go work. So it was either go to work or go to play college football. And in college football, you got to wake up, be there at 6 in the morning tryouts, and then you tired. So I had to make a decision, sports or make money. So I started working, had my apartment until I was 21, and then just got into the hang of making money and supporting myself. And then just the music, because of my brother when he got shot. 2005 was the day I'm like, you know what? My dad shot in the head. My brother shot in the head. And to this moment, I got the bullets of when I got shot at my head, and they got stuck in the car. So I keep that as a reminder and a motivator. And I just never turned it off. Once you got started, the same way when people used to hang out and smoke weed and play video games, and you couldn't stop it, you just do it all day. You thought that was cool. So I made it a habit to never hang out and play video games. Now I got me a laptop. Oh, let me tell you the story. So this little kid came over with a new MacBook Pro, brand new, the first year it came out, and he stole it from his teacher. And I used to slang. So for a $3,000 computer, I said, bro, I'll give you $20. $20 got me a new Mac. And I used to live in the alley. From the alley, I stole the Wi-Fi from the hotels. From there, I started looking for my apartment. I got me a little bachelor. From there, I started looking at promoters, the Key Club. They had Sean Healy. From there, the fact that I had a laptop gave me the opportunity to hack. I learned how to hack, download all my programs. I never paid for a program in the history of paying for programs. I just learned so much by just wanting it. And just having time and patience. And then, from there, it was no looking back. I just got accustomed to just doing videos instead of playing video games. All my music videos and everything from the beginning when I started, it was me editing, me wanting it, you know? Me setting up the camera and me being in front of it. I loved it.
I agree 100% on that. You have to love what you do so it doesn't feel like that job. I'm the same way. When it comes to music, like I don't have a team. I'm still going on YouTube and trying to look at to adjust vocals and shit. Like you were talking about earlier, the EQs and the frequencies and all that. I'm still trying to learn that and how it makes a difference and shit like that. Not even just how to do it, but like why it's important. So I'm still doing that. There's producers that I know that I'm telling them, hey, let me just sit in with you. Just so I can watch. Because even with this podcast and stuff, it's like eventually I want to up it to where when the budget's there, I can have a studio or I can renovate something and make a studio.
And it will. The only thing that's stopping you is a thing called time, and you already beat it because you already started.
You're
already ahead of most people.
And then I want to get cameras that feed into software. And then eventually get it to the point where I can have somebody producing for me, so I don't have to. Because after this, like I'm the one who chops it up, edits it, and does the captioning, release all that. I do everything.
And that's the best part of it. Although it sucks because it's time consuming, once you know it all, then you could be the boss. Because a boss can't tell the next person what to do if he don't know what the fuck he's doing.
That's true. And those like things, I love editing though. Like to me, some people are like, oh, I hate that part. I just want to do it and leave. I'm like that when it comes to music. For music, I just want to record. I don't want to fucking like sit there and do all that. Like for me, it's like, okay, I want the engineer and producer for that. When it comes to podcasts or music videos, it's like, okay, I want to see what the fuck they're doing. I want to see how they adjusted the visuals or whatever it is, the frames and the bytes or whatever. Like I want to see.
And all you gotta do is literally go to one YouTube person, and I never met nobody who doesn't show you step by step how they connect the computer.
Yeah, that's true.
And once you follow that person, then you follow his formula. Because if you start following 20 formulas, then you have to do 20 different setups. I followed one person for editing every single month. He's either giving you free effects, or they're giving you free tips on how to do it. And monkey see, monkey do, and that's it.
Yeah, it works out. But like you said, you gotta have that drive. You gotta have that passion for it. Because for me, like I want to do this stuff. Like I was when I had that talk with OC Bree. My ultimate goal is to be behind the scenes. Like I don't want to forever be on stage. I don't like for sure. I want to like experience the tours. I want to experience the intimate settings. I want to go overseas. Like me and my wife and my kids, we just got our passports like a month ago. So it's like I want to utilize them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They're not just there to have for looks. Like there's goals and things I want to do, but like at the end of it all, like I want to be able to just sit back and like you said, be the boss. Like everybody do your thing, you know. And I just want to sit back and be with my family. I'm working so hard, it sucks. Like I'm sacrificing family time to get family time.
But wow, that was a good one. That was deep. But just like Edison is known, and everybody bites electricity from Edison. Edison didn't invent that. Tesla did. Edison didn't invent half of those things, but he's the one that's known for the patent. Tesla did. So the difference is you got to be able to also, as a boss, be able to just know who to put in the right positions to win. And like you said, you want to be in the background. If you know how to maneuver like chess and put the right people together, you're able to not do nothing but make money by putting people together.
And that's the hardest thing, because it's hard to trust people. You know how it is.
Yes.
You know.
I leave it up for them to fuck up. I'm just gonna give it 100% of mine. I try to do more for people than they do for me. But if they fuck up, they fuck up. You know, at least be kind and encourage and do it because you want to do it. You know.
Yeah, and that's facts. Because
then you can't lose if you want to do it because it makes you feel good.
Like with this platform, with the podcasting alone, like it's just like I've said before. I just want to talk to people. I want people to drop their guard. If it's artists on, I don't want, because you know sometimes when you're an artist and you're out, you kind of have to have that artist bravado. You kind of have to put it on. It's what they see, it's what they know. So you got to have it. But it's like when we're on this podcast with other artists, it's like this is me. Like fucking relax, you know.
Yeah, take it easy.
Don't promote me. Don't sell me. I'm already with you. I'm already rocking with you. You know, just talk. You know. But it's like that's what I want this platform to be for, like the other side of the artists, the other side of the business owners and the promoters, the ones that people don't know and don't get because they think all they see is, oh, he's this and that. And it's like, he's a human being. He has struggles. He has sacrifices. He has issues. He has a background. He has a story. Like, that's what's important too, not just what you see for the 10 seconds or 10 minutes on stage.
And you're the one setting that foundation, you know? We have to set the foundation. Like when it comes to my birthday parties, if you go, at least for me, my perspective, because everybody can see it differently. While you go to a weed event, you go to a rap event, any event, everybody's kind of with their back against the wall, high, but just formal, around. Very like I can't cross the line because even, you know, at my parties is more about actually vibing, dancing, talking, and know that, oh shit, that's the longest I've ever talked to you since any event. You know, because the guard is down. But at being a leader like yourself, you have to bring that foundation for people to actually get to know each other. And doing this, you know, reminds me of like you say, what you want to do. It was only been one interview, Taking Chances. Was it that one? Had me crying, bro. I've never cried in front of a camera because I realized that I put all my stories of me growing up to the side because most of the questions about all the positivity that I've overcame. And she's like, no, every question. No, we're going back to your mom. We're going back. I'm like, fuck. And I didn't think nothing of it till my throat start choking. And I'm like, damn, I guess these things, when you remember them, they're vivid. You feel them like they were at that moment.
She's like a psychological trip on you.
Yeah, she didn't let it go. She's like, yeah, we want to know about you in the back in the days.
We're getting those tears today, goddammit.
Oh, she got them.
She had the Kleenex there for a reason, huh? No, I mean that's the power. That's the power of, like I said, these convos of just getting to know people. Because what you say and rap about on stage is just as important about what you don't rap and don't say. What you put on display for everybody to know and to see is just as important for things that you want to keep inside. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you need an outlet too. You need to let things out too. You need to say things. Right. And that's what, like I said, my whole platform is for that. Your birthday party, your bashes. I regret missing the previous ones you invited me to, because this one I had so much fun, and to see everybody drop their guard, just talk. Like you said, I didn't even know I could talk to you for this long. I didn't, you know. You were busy, man. I was trying to talk to you for a little bit. You were big. I was busy. You know what I'm saying? You were busy, you know. But everybody, like you said, was dropping their guard. Everybody was kind of like opening up a little bit. There was no backs against. Everybody was just vibing, dude. Everybody was cool. You know. So before we go any further, thank you for that invite. Thank you for having me and my team out, because
you guys were a good vibe. As soon as I got to that corner, you guys were already hyped. I'm like, they're about to fucking perform in the corner over here.
Dude, they were so fucking stoked to be there. I was telling OC Bree, one of my buddies ate one of the chocolate mushrooms that they were giving out, and about a half hour after, he tells my buddy the whole day was wearing a Notorious B.I.G. shirt. It was one of those artsy ones, so it was like different colors, same pose, just different colors. And he just happens to look, he's like, hey man, he goes, your shirt's colorful.
That's
just
crazy.
Out of nowhere though, and it's like, oh shit, he's tripping, right? And then every like 20 minutes he'd come by, I'm still feeling, I'm tripping a little bit. He would disappear, come back, I was just dancing. We're like, where at? He goes, oh, I'm down by the stairs. Or
to himself, he was dancing with everybody. He was the guy dancing by himself in the corner.
He was a dude that was passed out, sitting down in a chair.
That's, you know what, and that's the best thing. Although you see what we did, we had a laugh out of your own expense, but it was beautiful because that's what you want. You want to have want to watch people have so much fun that they pass out and nobody's bothering them. They're just fucking there.
Dude, he was safe.
You know what I'm saying?
He was in a safe spot. It was cool.
That fool had the VIP fucking water coming in the back like he was in fucking.
You know what I'm saying?
I had a slow motion. I had a slow motion on him. Like,
yeah. You know what's funny? All right, so my head of security was there. one of my buddies was fucking with me because I was standing with him, we're just like smoking or just whatever. He goes, hey, he did his job a little too good tonight. I'm like, what do you mean, dude? He goes, somebody got too close. We had to put him in, in a little headlock and sit him down. I was like, shut the fuck up. I'm not here, because one of my boys, he's coming around now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's learning mannerisms and
how to be in public.
You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, he goes, we had to tell him, hey, dude, you're not doing your job. Fucking step up and this and that. And I was like, dude, not here. Fucking please, not here. Like, this is one place I don't want to burn any type of bridge. I don't want to offend anybody here. I don't want, And he's like, nah. He goes, look. So I look, and the homeboy was just sitting passed out. And I was like, fuck. He's like, hey, I was like, what'd you do to him? He goes, I don't know. He passed out. He got drunk. I was like, don't lie to me. What'd you do? He goes, no. So I turned and looked back. My homeboys are laughing at me. I was like, god damn. I thought you fucking had him in a headlock or something, choked him out. He goes, nah. He goes, I didn't touch you. He goes, we're having a good old time over here.
Nice.
So, all right, just making sure. I was like, because that's the one thing I don't want to do is burn any bridges, anybody, especially, with good people.
Luckily, I've never had one fight. The only craziest thing, I always have some of these girls, actually one girl, always sneak in every year after we kick her out. The party's happening, she hasn't been there for like a couple years now, but the party's happening over here, and she's in the back fucking strip dancing and everything. Like, this is not that type of party. I know we have fun, but shit.
Control yourself a little bit. Have some respect.
And then you let them know, and it's not the business, Have fun, but not too much.
Yeah. Save that for someone.
But other than that, never fights, never any negativity, always good energy,
Yeah, it was real cool. We pulled up, I think maybe like a half hour after it got started. I hope you got your gifts too.
Hell yeah.
Some goodies for you.
Thank you, man. Thank you, guys.
All my boys, they go, hey, we got to make sure we pull up. So we made sure we had weed, edibles, wraps, all types of shit.
Good looking.
So we made sure we took care of you. But as soon as we got there, just the vibes, I'm telling you, the vibes were so amazing. Everybody was so cool. And walking in, the people that were outside were like, just greeting hey, good to see you. It's like, oh, good to see you too.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here as well. You know,
I do it for the people. I invite you because you're a hustler. I invite individuals who do whatever it is they do in the industry because, to me, I think that the people in the background are the ones that make the people like us shine. The managers, the OC Breeze, the people, the photographers, the filmers, the vendors, and all that. Because if without them, then you're going to be up there on stage by yourself.
Yeah, that's facts, man. That's facts. You always got to show love. You always got to show appreciation. I was telling OC Bree that I did one event for a cannabis company, and these guys were there. Smokebox Jerky Company. And they've always showed me so much love and support. But I was telling her, because after I hopped off stage one time, I went to each vendor booth, and I told them, I was like, hey, I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I appreciate you because you guys help sell this event for what it is too. People don't just show up for the artist or for the promoter as a friend. They show up because they want to get your product. Right. They stick around to get more. Like, so I know people don't usually, shout you guys out and all that unless they're getting something from you. I was like, but I don't want anything from you guys. I'll buy whatever I can. I was like, but I just want to tell you guys thank you. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. So I was making my way down to everybody getting love.
That's
and
smooth.
These guys,
That's smart.
These guys fucking just show me mad love.
Yeah. And it's the same way when I see them, and I didn't grow up with them, and it's amazing for them to go out of the way and show you love because that shit costs money.
Dude, for real. And like I was telling OC Bree, like most of the time these guys are losing money at these events, but they're pulling up with that possible opportunity of maybe meet the right person, or it does pop off for whatever reason, or we're just at one stand that blows it out.
And that's
the water.
why, as an artist, you can't just be going up there and not taking advantage of your day. Your day might be with 10 people that are watching you, and those 10 people might not be vibing with you, but take over them vendors, and guess what? You're gonna see those vendors more often than the people that came to that event.
And they show mad love. They show mad love.
And how hard is it to just grab a fucking the product and take a video?
And that's what I tell everybody.
Cross promotion.
I tell the artists all the time, like that I've talked to in the past. Don't just try to go buy something, and even if they try to give it to you, like no, let me buy this one, because this is how I show my support too. Let me buy it, and then in the future we can talk.
Everything
about
actually, if you do buy one for the rest of, you're good for the rest. Like why? Because they you went out of your way to break the ice, and for a $10 thing. They're like, hey, this guy's cool. And every time they see, hey.
And you know what, though? It's their product is really good, though. It's not just I was trying to be cool. Like, their product is good. Dude, I can't get enough of their pineapple jerky. My brother gets the habanero one. All infused, of course, infused.
That's crazy.
Infused, it's, But,
Fire.
dude, every time I'm saying, like, every time I meet them, they're cool as fuck. Buds and Roses, same thing, every single time. And I love how Buds and Roses move. They fucking move as an army, dog. They move heavy, and they all wear the same shirts or a hoodie, dude. They look gangster. I love that.
Nice.
I love seeing their support with each other. But yeah, so it's like every event, just hopping up to these artists or the vendors and talking to them, and hey, appreciate you guys being here, showing love. But like I said, it goes back to your events. You had the same type of energy. There were the good people who were saying, hey, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Like it wasn't even my event, but I was trying to do the interviews.
Man, and like over the year, I mean, I seen that. I know it was gonna be hard because of the music and the outside.
Oh, dude,
man,
it was crazy.
Normally, I would have the extra room, the whole house. I will have that one, the extra room, and the living room. Everybody hanging out around the whole house. But I wanted to make sure that everything was kind of a little more compact. But over the years, man, we had a lot of people show support, and I think for this year, if anybody knows about the LA Dream Team, that's the first group to get signed on the West Coast before NWA. So the first group was LA Dream Team, and Snake Puppy came over, and I already know Richie Rich since at least 6, 7, 8, 10 years. 2014. Damn, 10 years.
About 10 years?
Yeah, we went to the Oscars in 2014, and I met him through online just working. And then in his profile, it said Morningside High. I'm like, homie, I went to Morningside High. He's like, I went to Morningside High. And then we connected, and it was game over, man,
Yeah, you got a handful of great people, legends for sure, celebrities for sure. It was a great turn up. I was telling one of your photographers, I keep forgetting the Instagram handle. I believe it's CMT Photography.
I think CMOTG did the
There
photography.
you go. Okay, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Her name was D, right?
Mm-hmm. Good spirit, hard worker. Yeah.
I was trying to do the street interviews, but like I said, the frequency, like we were talking frequencies, dude, it muffled out my mics. I was on the other side of the house, and my mics got muffled. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But we were talking about how much of a blessing it is that you open up your house to so many people like that to come through. Yeah, it was to celebrate or whatever, but it was still like it's a congregation of people.
Yeah.
And there was no drama. Everybody was respectful. Everybody had the intention of just having a good time. I didn't get no cake, by the way.
Hey, shit, that
I
shit was
didn't
the
get
best
no
cake
cake,
ever,
by the
bro.
way.
I don't even ever eat my cake because some of my cake mostly it's fucking it's edible, but this one right here was amazing.
I thought you were about to say it's like tres leches. Like, I don't eat that shit neither.
No, that shit was fire.
But yeah, I do fucking because I have a crazy sweet tooth. I'm like a snacker. I choose snacking over meals any day, which is why I look how I look. But fuck it, I do what I got to do to try to maintain. But yeah, when I seen the cake too, I was like, man, I bet this shit's gonna be fire. But then at a certain point in time, I was like, oh, fuck, I got my guys home. We still got to drive that hour.
Yeah.
And then I had to tell him, I was like, fuck.
I forget to eat. Luckily, I ate like one taco or something.
Those
Or
tacos
some
were
fries.
fire.
Yeah.
Those tacos were fire, dude.
Shout out to El Güero Food Truck. They just came out on TV like 2 days ago.
Huge shout out. That was some certified tacos.
He made his
there.
own app for all the food trucks and the small vendors. You know how we want some food trucks or night like small food like tacos
to like pull up and shit.
Yeah, but you don't know unless you from that neighborhood and you're like it's in this corner.
Yeah.
But this fool made an app so all those fucking independent people could actually go in there.
They can like tap in.
And now I'm like,
at.
oh fuck, I'm hungry. I want some Mexican tacos. Boom, right there.
Dude, that's fucking
it's game
smart.
changer.
That's
It is
smart. Yeah, because I don't know about any like. There's plenty of them.
Either
out
you
here.
know, but you know.
Yeah.
So if I came over here in the midnight drunk as hell, I wouldn't know. I would have to get in my app.
You know what's funny though? If you really want good tacos around here, it's not even the food trucks. There's a place called Tacos Los Cholos. They're pretty certified. They're pretty badass. Yeah. But there's a bar on the other side of the freeway over here. If you guys want really good tacos, the crunchy taco, dude, that's the fucking place to go. The chef there has been there. He fucking works. He damn near lives there. So he takes pride in what he does.
Nice.
And you look at the bar, it looks like beat up from the outside, run down. You get inside, it's like nothing really updated too much. But the food quality is fucking amazing.
Nice.
And I don't drink. I haven't drank since 2012. 2013. No, 2012. I haven't drank since 2012. So when I go to bars, it's strictly for food. So when I'm telling you, that's the best food.
Fire.
That's the best. The best. You want good tacos? That's the best taco. You want whatever you want there. Nachos, sandwiches, whatever. That's the legit shit to get. Let me fix that real quick.
You got it.
Yeah, that place is called
Tacos the bomb.
it's the Real Vista Inn. The Real Vista Inn is literally on the other side of the freeway. So I'm not sure which direction or which way you guys came.
I don't know, but we're gonna show the Real Vista in so they could sponsor the next fucking person you bring in here.
You know what I'm saying?
So they could bring their tacos.
Dude, I'm telling
right
you,
here at the In House Convos.
I would love to get that chef on this bitch.
Huh.
Dude, his food is amazing, and he makes his green salsa too. Over the years, it's getting more and more spicier. But
So how about
I'm
this?
just weak with spice.
How about this? I'm gonna put a seed in you to see if it grows. When you're done with this podcast and you do your editing or whatever, because your shit is coming out dope and you only keep getting better, just have it in your head whether it's gonna be my footage or the next person to aim to give them a shout out, and then go and take 10 minutes of your time to go talk to them and tell them what you do and present your product. What's wrong with them saying no?
No, that's
That
true.
you're gonna come back in 6 months and your shit's gonna be hotter and they're gonna be like, yeah.
You know what's funny though too?
That's how it works.
We know like the bartenders. We know
Yeah.
the chef. Like we know them.
Yeah.
I would love to do a podcast in their bar. I don't know if they'd let me though. But I
They will.
would love to do it.
You
in
just
the bar.
gotta do it. Because even if they say no, guess what? When you're persistent and they see you still grinding, still working, it's more than most of the people that they know, period.
That's
Sometimes
true.
we don't know our own worth, but you just gotta ask.
But you know.
I'd
what I
rather
feel
take a
too?
no.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm not opposed to taking those. I've taken.
I just want to be like the one that put the seed. In 6 months, I'm watching some tacos out there. Like, motherfucker.
Shit, I'll take you with me. We do a podcast together.
Nice.
We'll make a collab, a Road Dog in-house collab.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? Real quick, before we keep talking about tacos and shit, Road Dogs. How did that start? What does the name mean? You know.
Well, back, I got put into Road Dogs, you know?
Okay.
Like when I first started in 2005, I was OG Rome, just myself. And then there was a group called the Road Dogs. And when I went to go record with them, they're the ones that recorded my song with 14 bars. And they're like, you want to do a show with me?
Two
Like,
more
yeah.
bars.
From there, I'm the one that was in the hood. So I sold weed and dope. So all my we would hang out 15, 20 deep. So back then, you used to sell tickets. When you're nobody, you got to sell your tickets, and at the same time, you'll be able to make your money because you're selling the tickets, you know. And I was able to always have a big crowd, and I got the formula of being able to bring big crowds. And then I'm like, okay, this is easy. I've always been able to. I was always the team leader for every sport, every team I was always in. So I knew that I could lead. And then from there, the people that I was with, the Road Dogs, one of them joined another group. And then I stayed. It was me and my homie. And as time went on, I grew and he didn't grow, you know. I wanted it because anything I start, I got to finish. Anything that I believe in, I'm going to give 100%. Then I started investing in it, you know. One thing is rapping. Everybody raps. Like I said earlier, they do a song, they change their fucking bio. I'm a rapper now.
A rapper.
They do a show in the backyard. They're a rapper now. That doesn't make you a rapper. Like I said, you can't just shoot 3-pointers in your front yard and think you're gonna go join the fucking D League. Not even the NBA, the D League. You know. So, that wasn't the formula. If we wanted to win, I had to invest. So I went to go look for the best graphic designer, J2 Graphics, and I paid to get my CD cover for the first time, to get my posters, and I did that whole campaign. I grabbed all my homies. We went to all Inglewood. We got the staple guns. It was the best feeling to be able to do everything that we used to watch on TV, you know, the guerrilla marketing. And then as the years pass, I started recruiting artists, and I started learning how to engineer, and then I started booking us, and I started doing everything. And then you sit back and you realize, this is all me. This is all my empire. This is everything I put into. Why everybody sits there just want to rap and lead? Like, no, there won't be nothing without me, you know. And as time passed, others individuals lacked, and that goes for everything: relationships, lives, job site, anything. If you don't grind, you don't shine, and you get left. You don't grind, you don't shine, and you get left behind. Done. That's the new one. Woo! And from there, anybody I ever paid for a service, I recruited him part of my team. I paid for J2 Graphics. He became my graphic designers. I also got him signed to do the first Canelo with the Triple G, where De La Hoya, he got the contract to do all the shirts and all the graphics. And then from there, I introduced him to other individuals. Then he got signed with another individual. He's been doing great stuff for them, but always shows love. And then from there, I started grabbing other rap artists. And at the end of the day, I just realized that nobody's going to care as much for their career but themselves. And if they don't want it, you know, I don't have no hard feelings. Let them do what they want, but I can't just do a regular 9 to 5. I was born for something else. I was born to be in front, to motivate, to help others. So Road Dogs came about, me getting recruited, me taking over, recruiting other people, and bringing opportunities to people who want to shine.
So from back then, when you got brought into Road Dogs, are you the only original remaining member until you started the new class?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you took it around with you.
Yeah, it's just like the Temptations, bro. The Temptations. Just like the Temptations, bro. Okay. But the heart of the motherfucker is never going to leave it because he's the one that constructed it. He never left, right? He just said, if you don't want to play your part, which is fucking do your part, you know, then the show must go on.
Now, you said you plugged in your boy to do the Canelo Triple G.
Yeah.
But you follow boxing now? You follow...
Right now...
What about MMA? Any...
I'm not 100%, but I've been watching it because we've all been blessed to always watch the MMA on the weekend now. I was just talking about that the other day. We're so spoiled. You're saying, what you doing this weekend? Oh, there must be a fight.
Dude, I've always been involved. I used to box back in the day. I used to train. I did it for like 8 years. When I first started boxing, though, it was funny. When I first started boxing, I was like 250 pounds, but I used to lift weights heavy. So I wasn't cut. I wasn't defined. I was just bulk. So in my head, I was like, you know what? I got into some shit where I was like, I better learn how to defend myself a little bit better. Because I've had fights here and there. I've, stood my ground here and there. But it's like, I really want to be able to be like, you know what? I know enough to know I don't want to fight. I want enough to learn enough to know, be like, you know what? I'm okay to step away. It's okay, you know? And I
could whoop your ass, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. Back then, growing up, I was so hot-headed and angry at the world all the time. It was like, I just wanted to fight. So I was like, I better learn this to protect myself as I get older. So I started training, I think not even a month in, ready to start sparring. Coach hit me up, hey, you want to jump in the ring, move around? I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. I'm thinking he's going to put me in with somebody my size, right? In my head, my size is somebody I can see eye level. I had no realization until that moment that, no, it's weight classes for a reason. So I'm 250, and they had a scale right outside the ring. You step on the scale, okay, we got to find some. My first fucking sparring session, dude was 6'6", 280 pounds.
Wow.
A fucking giant. Good thing he wasn't that good. He was good, but he wasn't fucking like, on his way up. Or at least I don't think so. I felt like, a couple more sets I probably would have had him.
And boxing is not like any street fight, man. That's an exercise. Every swing you swinging forward, you feel it like you're getting a rib shot. It's exercise. Getting low, all that.
And his punches, they weren't fast. So like if me and you were going at it, you're smaller, you're faster, you hit me, it's gonna sting. I'm gonna feel it and back up. He was just so big that when he connected, it was like like if I got pushed. So imagine you're fighting somebody, they're just like mushing your face. That's what was happening to me. And it got to a point where I couldn't even see because it was so...
Hit you with that mashed potato.
Dude, it was crazy. It was crazy. So I moved around with him. I did what I could do with him, and then it ended. And I told him, hey, thank you for not killing me because you're a fucking monster.
I'm telling you.
And he was like, dude, I can't believe you weigh as much as you weigh. And I was like, you're right. He goes, yeah, you should probably drop weight. With your size, you should drop weight. So I looked at him. I was like, because I want to fight guys like this. And it was like some little...
Yeah, you got a long way to go.
It was some little kids.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to fight like that size, And they started laughing. All right, just drop some weight. So over the course, I was dropping weight, but I got into more sparring sessions. You end up being with a team and all weight classes, all sizes. You start sparring people who weigh more, weigh less, whatever. I never forget, there was some kid who's probably like 16 years old or something. Probably weighed like $150, if that. And I was like, okay, in my head, I'll go light on him today. We're gonna practice today.
Especially if they train. Fuck the fucking...
Dude, starts moving around light, whatever. All of a sudden, do. And I froze. I stopped. And then I finally realized I got hit 3 times. And I look around, and he's already behind me. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah. Dude, I ran to the corner. I was like, wait a minute.
This guy's... You gotta give me an experience. They gave you an experienced guy, huh?
Dude, it was an experienced kid.
Yeah.
He's been boxing probably like 10 years, but beat the shit out of me. I was like, all right. So just, over the years, though, like I said, I just trained and learned. So I've always had like that affinity for boxing. And growing up, we would watch all the De La Hoya fights at my house. I was still kind of too young to remember the Mike
only
Tyson
boxing
era.
experience I've ever had was East LA. Julio Cesar Chavez used to have his gym over there. So I signed up over there, but did only like a couple weeks, but then never followed through on boxing.
How'd you like it?
I can't remember exactly, but I remember I did it, you know, and then I came back to my side of town and signed up for. I used to live in Inglewood in Lennox, so I did 1 year there. But since I play more sports, I was seasonal basketball then baseball, like nonstop.
So you had no off time to really train, because it's dedication.
Dude. That boxing shit ain't no joke.
Yeah, dude, because like I said, I did it for about 8 years, and like I said, growing up, I watched boxing all the time. All the time. My pops would always have fights. We'd always open up the garage, have everybody come over. We'd fucking raffle in the middle of the fights. Everybody plays bets who'd win in a certain round or knockout, all that shit. Like we did it big. So growing up, you know, I always had it in my okay. I think I would like to fight too, you know. So I tried, and like I'm good enough now to where I know I can handle myself. I can compete with semi-pro and like entry level pros. Anything above that, I'd get my ass kicked. But like right now, I know if somebody came, I can hang, you know, no problem.
Nice.
So just having that, it's like now I watch the fights. It's like, man, fucking throw the body shot, do this, do that. So now it's like I'm all into boxing. I'm all into MMA. I'm all into UFC. Like,
did you watch the MMA yesterday?
I sure did.
I'm tired of these motherfuckers hugging for fucking 18, 20 minutes. I respect the ground game.
Yeah.
But when you're ground gaming and you already got your hand right here, why you don't grab the other one and choke him out?
Choke this motherfucker out.
You out here going like this and grabbing your other hand. The point ain't not to grab your own hand, man. But anyways,
yeah, that jiu-jitsu
but it's easy.
is crazy.
But it's easy for us to talk shit from the outside and be in there, and they're all exhausted.
Yeah,
tired,
dude.
you know?
Cause you know what people don't understand? Go 1 round. Just go 1 round.
Then you'll see.
And not partial. Go 1 round full fledged. Go 1 round, whether it's boxing or MMA. Dude, that shit is tiring. Yeah. So sometimes you see them hugging, okay, I get it. After 30 seconds, come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got 30 second spurts, humans.
Yeah, but yeah, so for sure I watched that fight last night. I watch them almost every weekend I can. If it's boxing and MMA, I'll have one on my phone, one on the TV. I get my son. That's one of our things we do as like as bonding. We watch fights together. He knows on certain Saturdays he gets to stay up a little bit later past his bedtime because my wife does a real good job keeping the kids on a steady sleep schedule.
Nice.
No matter what. But on Saturdays, she knows and he knows he's mine. You know, I can keep him up a little bit later. We can watch our fights together. So we will sit there, we'll watch. You know, like he's sitting on my lap or something, hugging him. Look, Poppy's about to hit him. They start doing things, and he'll get up. Look, Daddy, like this, and start doing his shit.
Priceless.
Yeah, man, memories. So it's like, for sure, I was watching those fights last night. Fucking that dude Tom Aspinall. I don't think the heavyweight dude, the one who won in like a minute.
No, I didn't see. We seen the we were at this little bullfighting thing. That shit was epic. But we came in there exactly when they were fighting the main fight.
Oh, okay, it was Edwards and Muhammad. Dude, all right. So the fight before, there's this champ from England. Dude's fucking like I think 6'8". He has to cut down to 265 to make the weight class. Fucking the fastest hands for a heavyweight person you see. Explosive, dude. Explosive. I think he's gonna be the future for sure. Whoever wins that when John Jones comes back, John Jones and Stevie, whoever wins, they're gonna fight that guy.
Oh, right.
Dude, I don't give any of them a chance. I know John Jones is a great. I know he's Hall of Fame legend, greatest of all time. I get all that.
On his way out.
I think when you see this guy and then you look at John Jones' last performance, you're like, there's no fucking way. John Jones is going to get mauled by this guy. Yeah, so that was a good fight. That dude, Patty the Batty, fought Bobby Green. Patty the Batty's a fucking superstar in the making, too. I mean, he's already huge, but he just keeps outdoing himself and getting better and better.
Nice.
So it should be very interesting to see the next 3-4 fights that he gets into. I guarantee you, the next one he wants some dude, I think he's ranked like top 10 or something. Excuse me. After that, he's going to be fighting some entertaining fights. Just like Sugar Sean O'Malley. Yeah, just like O'Malley started coming up and doing his thing. Same thing. Patty the Batty, same thing. So it's MMA's in a good spot, man. I think boxing's in a good spot. But aside from Canelo's next fight, did you see who he's fighting?
To me, when it comes to boxing, it's about that time. Every motherfucker at 140 needs to fight each other. Stop bullshitting. Like, you can't call yourself a champion if you ain't crossed. The only motherfucker that crossed that many times was fucking Pacquiao. If you're 140
Pacquiao
here,
was badass,
yeah, in the
dog.
WBC and the IBR, whatever league it is, you better go fight that guy at 140.
Unify
Like
the
right now,
belts.
we got Shakur Stevenson, all these people at 140. Nah, you ain't the king, bro. You fight each other.
I think those days are kind of long gone, only because of the Mayweather
marketing.
effect, the Mayweather effect of trying to keep the O. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe these guys want to fight each other, but I don't think.
I think they should strip the goddamn fight. If you can't call yourself a fucking champion, if you don't want to fight the guy that just called you out.
I feel though they want to fight each other to not lose. They don't want to go in a fight to get the victory. Like me and you were gonna fight. Like they would take it as, I just don't want to lose to him, so I'm just gonna hit him and move. Whereas, let's say you're hungry, I'm gonna beat the shit out. I want to win. They don't have that. I don't feel like they have that dog in them. They just, it seems like they're always wanting to survive. I just want to survive, get the victory, and get out. The only one who isn't like that, I think, is Tank Davis. Tank Davis is a fucking problem, man.
Yep.
No matter who he
I
fights.
like the last fight, man. He was losing. I'm like, bro, just don't get close. Do not stop. I think the whole world seen that he was gonna get his first loss. Then that motherfucker let him get close to him, and you don't let that guy get close to you.
Dude, his power is unreal. His power.
That was Tyson in the midget fucking
Well,
form.
did you see at one point in the fight, he's fucking just holding him, looking at him, and just hits him, boom. And he didn't let go. He just held him and hit him, boom. Boom, he hit him like 3 times. Who the fuck does that?
A bully.
In a boxing match.
Bully.
That's like, that's just like a bully grabbing them by their shirt and just hitting them.
Yeah.
I was taken back. Like, that's impressive.
Yeah.
To be able to impose that is impressive.
Yep, yeah.
You know? But yeah, so like I said, with Canelo though, that his next fight is pissing me off. He's fighting on Mexican Independence Day, or around that time on the 14th. He's fighting that some young kid named Berlanga. This young kid's a great fighter. He's definitely a great fighter. But it's like, you look at his resume and his last couple fights, there's no competition.
Why you?
It's just like to sell the Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah.
You know. So for that, I'm upset. I think he should have fought the other Charlo brother, or fucking Benavidez, who's been trying to eat his ass up already. Like,
pretty much.
do something like that. But he's trying to fight this kid. It's like, dude, you're gonna kill this. You're not gonna kill him, but like, there's no way you're gonna lose. This is like a sure money fight, you know. But yeah, so I move heavy with those fights. I love watching the fights. So there's sometimes, I remember one time on a Halloween, we had everybody over here. Everybody's all dressed up, and I had a big ass TV out right here. So trick or treaters were coming up, and then they stay and watch the fights with us. It was on the
that was the treat.
Weekend. Yeah, we gave them candy and shit. But like, people would come up, like, you guys watching the fight? Yeah. People were standing around, all like looking around, like, that was fun. It was cool. Even going to live fights is fun. I haven't been to a live fight in a cool minute, just because I don't like the ticket prices.
Right.
Like, if the card's stacked,
I enjoy hacking the shit out of that and watching it at the house.
Dude, you ain't lying, dude. I'll stream that shit off the computer, my phone, off somebody else's phone.
Right. This wasn't not paying my bills.
Yeah. But you know, if it's a stack card, I have no problem paying. If it is a legit stack card, I'll go ahead, take my money. But if it's like just, I just want to see maybe the last fight or the middle, then fuck that. I'll just stream that shit or watch the highlights on YouTube after.
Facts.
YouTube University.
Right.
You know, just
cannot go wrong. Highlights, 3 minutes. Wrap it up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Mr. OG Rome, on top of fighting your whole life to be where you're at, overcoming so much adversity from, like you said, living that dope pushing life, losing family members, learning how to basically be a boss in your own sense, to being the Grammy nominated, Grammy award winning.
I wish I was a Grammy nominated.
You were not? I thought you were nominated.
Nah. Those are two of the biggest highlights I've had when it comes to this music industry. Just to be in attendance and being,
okay.
But at the same time, that's how you manifest shit. You know what I'm saying? Those are two biggest highlights of being on the 2014 Oscars, interviewing celebrities. You know?
Okay.
And then on the back-to-back the Latin Grammys. You know. And just being able to mingle. The last Grammys, I was interviewed by Triunfo magazine, which was interviewing all the celebrities. And how does it happen? By not having an invitation and saying you're gonna be there. by saying, you know, I'm gonna go and take over this situation by just speaking, you know.
Yeah.
And I remember me and OC Bree, we showed up, and before we know, we were at this fucking event, and then we wiggled into this, and we went fucking getting my interview. They're like, no, we charge this much for interview. Well, we charge this much for this. Bam, bam, bam. And just mingling with everybody, you know.
Yeah.
And at the same time, when it came to the fucking Grammys, I'm like, you know what? Nobody's ever said no to me, and they're not gonna say no to me in the front. Fuck it. Went over there and tried my luck and everything. Bam! I was able to wiggle in with everybody. Got in where I fit in, and now it's part of my duty to drop as many music as I can, and as many videos, and do whatever I can to put all into a package, so that a year comes by and we're actually on that Grammy TV.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying? And that's how you manifest it. Yeah.
I hope it happens for you. I want it to happen for you.
I would want it to happen to anybody that I work with, because at the end of the day, when you follow somebody and support them, you become part of their journey. There's people that we went to high school with, and if they're winning, what do? Hey, I went to high school with them. Oh, I bought their shirt. Oh, I went to their show. And that's how you know, everybody wins.
Yeah, that's true. That's facts, man. And like I said, you grind hard for everything, every single
So the next time we're here, you're going to hear it like that. Grammy nominated, Grammy award win. You're going to get the whole like
thing.
That.
Forget the nomination. You're going to get the victory itself.
Because what stops? All I need is for somebody to say no to me. Because when you say no to me, it's like telling me to come back and work harder.
It's like a challenge.
The way I look at it is when you have a Lil Wayne, or give me the hottest rapper. Okay, this is the hottest rapper, and this is OG Rome. You rap? Check it out. I rap. 1-1. You engineer? No, I do. 2-1. You do graphics? No, 3-1. You do, man. I outnumber, and my confidence is higher than all these people. All I need to do is be in the right place in the right time, and just to show off my talent.
Yeah.
Show what I can.
What did they say? It's when opportunity and preparation meet luck, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you already have the preparation down. You have all these things right behind you. You just need the opportunity, a little bit of luck, and like, you know, it'll happen. I know it's gonna happen for you. Your track record shows that whatever you set your mind to do, you do it. So I have no doubt that even if it's not in a year, if it's a little bit long, it doesn't matter. It's gonna happen.
If it's writing for these fuckers, even if it's for a soundtrack.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As
matter of fact, I was
you already hit your goals.
I was with one of the homies in there, and that year he was fucking nominated for fucking writing for that Mexican artist. Chichi, what's her name? Chichi something.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
my wife would probably know.
Literally, a lot of the times you could be the guy in the background. You feel me? I don't mind writing the jingles and doing the 13-second commercials. You know, getting where I fit in.
That's my dream life. Be, you know what it is? You know what I think I'm so like paranoid of? Yeah, paranoid, I guess is the word. Like in my head, I know I can get to a level where it's like, it's beyond belief. I know I have the drive. I know I have the dedication. I know I have the lyrical ability. I'm learning all the other software shit that I need. So it's like I know I have it. My fear is that it gets to a point where it's amplified, to where it's like I can't go to the store. I can't, you know what I mean? And it's like I don't want that. I want
simplicity of life.
Yeah, I want to be able to just, my babies. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Okay, let's go. Let's do it. My wife. Where would you like to go? Okay, let's do it. I don't want to, okay, hey, let's call a team. Hey, we got to move this way because we're going here. Hey, we got to set this up because we're going here.
I don't mind dealing with those problems. We don't have them yet. But when we do, we'll deal with them.
Not that it's not a beautiful problem to have.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's my end goal. My end goal is just to like, I want that comfortable life for my family. Because they deserve that.
And I think
they deserve it. You know?
The way you carry yourself is going to make a difference, because The Rock, we see The Rock. And you see when he goes to places, he could be bombarded because he's such a huge superstar, but he goes out of his way and gives people stuff, does interviews with them, sees the kid, get over here, bring the kid, forget all you guys, you know. I think you also could utilize that to your advantage, and I do see the pros and cons.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. 100%. You can use your platform and, you know, raise awareness, and you can do, for sure, you can do all that, and that's a blessing to be able to do that.
Just don't do me like Eminem, where I can't go nowhere, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just, like I said, I would hate to like have an intimate moment with my family, and somebody comes up, hey, can I? And it's like, you know, because people don't understand boundaries, and it's not their fault they don't understand boundaries. It's kind of your fault, because that's the word you're stepping into when you open yourself up. Like,
got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, that's why like as fast as I can, I want to get behind the scenes of all this shit.
Well, thank you for having me out here in front of the scenes.
You know what I'm saying? Do any fucking time. Anytime I can have you on. Anytime you want to come back and talk, anytime you want to share more of your story. Because, like I said, we only scratched the surface. This is a platform by the people, for the people. You know, I want you to come on if you want to promote something, promote. If you feel like
Well,
you want.
speaking of that, we got the fucking West
It'll
Coast.
come out in about a week, so.
Yeah, so we got the West Coast Hip Hop Awards up in Adelanto. We got a dog show August 25th in downtown LA. Another dog show November 17th. You know, just knocking out as many opportunities as they come, man. You know, I'm sure I got a couple more stuff on the calendar. I need to double check it.
That you can't remember.
Yeah. You see how I came in, bro? Sluggish. I was tired. We've been having a long,
Dude,
great
I'm tired.
weekend.
That's why your song "Busy" is fucking like. I think about you, and yeah, your song "Wild" is a fucking hit. You drop big bloins, like all this shit you're doing, like it's great songs. But "Busy," I think about you. That song is just
Thank you,
synonymous. Synonymous.
That's the next music video, as a matter of fact.
And I was talking to Andrew from Canada, and he was telling me, because we were talking about you in our podcast, and he was just telling me how much he respects you and he wants to support you with everything. Like he just loves your music, all that. And the funny thing, we both started saying it almost at the same time, like, yeah, I'm busy. I almost started saying your song. It was funny, dog.
That's what's for all you hustlers, man. We all stay busy, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So shout out to him and the whole Canada camp, man. Shout out to the whole brand. Shout out to you for having me out here, man. It's a blessing.
Absolutely, absolutely, my brother. Like I said, anytime you want to come back on, please come on. Anytime you want to come and chop it up. If you have another artist, you maybe want to, you know, whatever it is. You know, this is your platform too.
Gotcha.
I'm here for you guys. Like I said, by the people, for the people. Before you go, I just want you to know I respect you as a human being. This is beyond music. I respect your hustle. I respect your grind, your determination, your dedication, your strong will, strong-minded. I see that in you, and it's very inspiring. So I just want you to know I see all that, and I respect that 100%. This is before the music. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
But thank you so much for being here.
And thank you for the kind words. Course, and keep up the hard work.
Of course.
Because you see him, he's going to be sponsored by the food people.
Taco trucks.
It's only one way up, and it's up from here, man.
You're going to see a collab, Road Dogs, In House Convo, Taco Stand collab or something.
Taco Tuesdays. Yeah.
But thank you guys for tuning in thus far. Make sure you guys follow my boy. Make sure you guys support my boy. Make sure you guys shout out my boy. Make sure you guys do everything you can to show that love, because it needs to be reciprocated. All my homeboy does is reciprocate to you guys. So please make sure you reciprocate it back. Do me a favor, though, before we get you out of here. Let the camera know where they can follow you at. Whatever social medias or whatever, you know, music platforms. Shout it out.
Well, everything is the same. OG Rome 310 at all platforms. YouTube, Instagram, everything, you know. You can fucking get my mail address. It's OG Rome 310 too. You go pen pal. You go pen pal me.
Social security.
Everything.
You guys heard it here first. OG Rome 310.
There it is.
OG Rome 310. Take a picture. Write it down. We don't give a fuck. Remember it. Show support. Show love. My man is on a rocket ship right now, and there's no chance of it stopping anytime soon. The sky isn't even the limits. It's beyond all that. We talked about dimensions.
We're taking piss buckets. We ain't taking no stops. So I'm taking a bucket of piss. So you know this rocket ship is going straight.
So make sure you guys support and follow everything my brother does. Truly talented, truly skilled. Like I said, great heart, generous and giving. So please show that love. All right, everybody. This is Mark the motherfucking franchise. This is my brother, OG Rome. OG motherfucking Rome in the house. Road Dog business. Ain't no business like
road dog business, baby.
You know what I'm saying? This is In House Convos, and we are out.